What is up, beautiful people? Right now, Codex is working autonomously on a slash goal. I used it to make this simple little surfing game in my browser. It did this full thing in 5 minutes. I simply described it, gave it a goal, and it built this. And now it's working on refining this. So I'm going to show you how you can set up this new skill in Codex, how you can use it to make a simple little game like I did in about 5 minutes, and then finally give you the best practices for using it for work tasks, how you can make the most out of this feature. I think everyone should be using it. So let's get to the basics. I'm gonna just start a new folder to demo this in and open the terminal in it. Now you can use this new goal skill either in the Codex app or in the terminal. If you wanna use it in the terminal, go ahead and put this command in: Codex features enable goals, and hit enter. I had to do this to get this to show up in my Codex app. It may be there by now if you've done enough updates, but if you don't see it, go do this in terminal and then you should be able to switch to the app. So if I wanna use it in terminal, I'm gonna type Codex, start a new Codex session, and then I type /goal, and whatever I type, it is going to interpret into a test that it has to pass in order to stop working. Let's try setting this up in the Codex app for a second. And remember, you can use Codex if you have any of the paid ChatGPT plans. I really like it. I'm kind of a Codex fan over Claude Code right now. So if you open the Codex app and you go to projects, you can click to open a new folder. I'm going to click an existing one. And as you can see, if I type in goal, I can use it right here in the app. So the reason why I like using the Codex app is earlier when I tried to use goal in the terminal, it worked great, but my Codex got a little tripped up trying to debug stuff in the browser. So you have to be specific on how you want it to debug and test the app or the game or whatever you're developing. And I like using the Codex app because it can have full access to my computer. So that's really useful for debugging any sort of like workflows you may be working on in Codex. And I don't think you could do that from terminal. At least I haven't been able to find a way. Maybe I don't have it installed correctly, but if you see, I can at the computer here in Codex to tell it to use my computer. So this is really great, again, for those business use cases where you're trying to drag and drop files between apps, have it use maybe like your email account, like your Slack. Okay, so let's start with like a simple game idea. How about like a procedurally generated pirate ship game where you sail around? Now, what I don't want to do is give way too big of a scope and say, I want a procedurally generated pirate ship game where you can do this, 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 and this, and it needs to be giant and it needs to be multiplayer, in the same way that I wouldn't say, okay, I want an automated video generation app that does this, this, and this and charges $20 a month and has Stripe. That's just asking for you to run out of Codex credits immediately and then get burnt out on working on this. Let's start taking bite-sized pieces. So I'm going to say, make a game using React that's top-down with a pirate ship exploring a procedurally generated ocean with islands, treasure, realistic-looking waves, and real-feeling inertia with keyboard controls. There's no scoring or anything. It's just exploration and should be a retro art style. So I like using simple prompts like this and seeing how it translates it into a plan. Oh, and I forgot to add computer. So I would say use computer for final round of testing. I just want a playable demo to try. So it's already working. So I'm not going to steer this in yet, but if you want in Codex, you can always steer it in and it'll go in like after the next tool use. So actually I should be good here. It should go after it's kind of done creating files. It should tell it this follow up. And I wanted to use computer use so I can like watch it test. And now we're just going to let it go. It's probably going to go for like 5 or 10 minutes. You've probably read about people online using /goal to let Codex run all night on something. It's a really good way to chew up those tokens if you're not using them efficiently. Let's run through some tips while Codex works on this little game for me. When you're setting a goal, it's always good to quantify if you can. So for example, if you're trying to say update the SEO on your website, I would tell it, audit all of the blog posts on my site, make sure that all of the published ones have a meta description of 140 characters or less. Or I want to optimize it to get a Lighthouse score of 89 on my homepage, something like that. If you're using this for a work task, I would say, find me 50 prospects in my niche, find their emails, their names, their titles, or triage 500 of my emails from my inbox. Because oftentimes when you give it tasks like that without a goal, it'll kind of just stop short of whatever number you give it. But with goal, it can't stop until it hits that number. And again, this goal command is super easy for clear-cut tasks that can be measured with a test. So, anything mathematical, statistical, financial, those are really clear-cut and easy to set goals for. But you guys are smart. You're ahead of the curve as AI operators. Think about how you communicate tasks and projects to people on your team, how you give them a clear checklist on when a task or project is done, and translate that for Codex. And I'm sure you'll have success with this. Now, look, it actually made us the game here. This is so cool. This is pretty mind-blowing to me because I've used this like demo test case when I'm trying out AI agents. I've been using this specific like procedurally generated ocean thing for like a year now. And when I first started coding with AI, this took like 48 hours of hand-holding coding to work, and it just did it in 5 minutes. Now, it's not perfect. I noticed I ran into bounds at the end of the map, so it's not truly, I guess I didn't say it was infinite, but that's why you need to be specific because their AI, they will reward hack and try to meet your goal technically. So I probably could have been clear and said that it's an endless scroll. So I could say, update the game so that you can sail endlessly in any direction without running out a procedurally generated ocean to explore. That is a way more specific goal. Okay, and so finally, if you want to go further and really learn this thing, I encourage you to try building like a game with this. It might sound silly, but you really just need a test case that's kind of fun and different for you to understand how it works mechanically and apply it to work tasks, at least in my opinion. And so I think you could try something like cloning Frogger or Asteroids or like some old simple game. You don't need to know about like game design, and just watch how it works when you give it these goals with like a predefined outcome. And that'll really clear up how you can use it for work tasks. Another tip I would give you if you're trying to harness this to improve systems is think about any objective metric you can use. So I was talking about like SEO scoring earlier, but you can do things like text analysis. So if you really want to improve your AI copywriting skill that you have, you could tell Codex, okay, work on this skill and improve it until it hits, 80% the same as all of my example writing I've given you. And you may need to look up exactly what that metric is called, but if you can think of the metric, you can probably define it and use it to give Codex an objective goal. Finally, if you use an agent like OpenClaw or Hermes, I'm sure they're building in /goal compatibility as we speak, but if they have access to your computer or your terminal, your agent, you can just tell them to delegate to Codex subagents by opening terminal and typing in a goal, and that's a good way to really optimize any sort of remote coding agent that you use. If you don't know where to start, you can take a whole step back from the beginning and say into ChatGPT or Claude or whatever, exactly what you're trying to accomplish, and then have it translated into a finite goal for Codex. So like, let's say I want to create a website that tracks your rocket launches that are visible from my house. Break that down into objective goals that I can give an agent to build out this app in one shot. And then I would even ask to simplify these requirements way more. Simplify these requirements down to explain what the output of the app should be and less how it should be built. This is what I really like here. It tells what the success criteria is for the app that you want Codex to build. So I take this whole thing and paste it into /goal in a new Codex session. Okay, sweet. And it has made those changes. Let's see if it made this game actually infinite this time. Let's see if I can drive this boat. Yeah, we haven't run out of map yet. I'm really interested to see how people are using it for things like design, because I think that's like the hardest nut to crack is making design objective, right? So thanks for stopping by. As always, I'm Billy from the Rundown University. Stay frosty and peace.